Dallas, 24-hour fitness on 75 in Royal Lane. We used to call it Club 24. People would get dressed. They would have matching outfits. Men, women more so than men, but they would go there to socialize because guys understand the nightclub scene has died. Once
Yeah.
that woman has a child, you are biologically her second priority.
There you go.
You have to make sure that the scale is tipped in your favor to outweigh the biology.
What are your thoughts on why women get all dolled up and put on perfume to go to the gym?
As the resident fragrance and fashion guy,
There it is.
and a guy who used to be a Group X instructor at 24-hour fitness cycle,
Oh, no shit.
um,
Or that guy.
I will tell you that men put on fragrance to go to the gym too. They call them gym cones. Just Google, check on YouTube, best fragrances for the gym, and you'll see hundreds of thousands of views.
Okay.
No, dude, I'm dead serious. Dallas, 24-hour fitness on 75 in Royal Lane. We used to call it Club 24. People would get dressed. They would have matching outfits. Women more so than men, but they would go there to socialize because guys understand the nightclub scene has died.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to the hip hop clubs, where else do people who used to go to the jazz clubs, the lounges, and things like that go? They
Right.
go to the gym. Women go here because they can go practice provocative sexual moves and be seen by men and not be out of place. Why? That's what with the rise of yoga and Pilates and Group X classes and samba and salsa, women get to display the same things they displayed on the dance floor in a nightclub. This is the modern hookup. So the worst place to do, number one, like you said, find your home gym, go get your workout on. But I tell guys, find a gym like Club 24-hour fitness, the happening spot, and go there to pick up women because it's the new meat market.
Okay.
Another reason why women doll themselves up, uh, we are we don't have a natural defense for the sense of smell. It's the
Right.
first sense that develops outside of the womb, and no matter how you try to, no matter how serious, how little serious we take it, there's a reason things like this are expensive because they work.
Yeah.
They work. They attract us in. They attract us in. There's a reason why if a man wears Dior Sauvage or Aqua di Gio Profumo or Blue de Chanel, he gets a different or something like that, Invictus or 1 million, he gets a different reaction versus he wears Aramis or gray flannel
Right.
or a Dracar. One
Oh.
is sexy, one is dated. See, human beings are really good at understanding what works. And I'm a big proponent of outcomes. I do what freaking works.
Oh, you almost did it. I like the
I
clean.
do what works, brother. I do what works.
Good. Kevin, what is your advice to this guy? He wants to have kids. I'm assuming he lives in America. What's your advice to this guy?
Mm-hmm. I would tell you this. Number one, you want to have maximum financial leverage. I say you need to employ your woman. You need to employ the wife, your child's mother, your wife, whatever you call it. If she cannot be working outside of the home,
there you go.
She cannot be reporting to someone else. Her job is now to raise your children, and your job is to make sure that she stays on your program. So you kind of like, if you don't mind me using a little bit of what you got going on, Donovan.
Yeah.
Devin used to have her was perfectly fine working outside of their relationship. Donovan has made himself successful enough to where he's made an economy for his girlfriend, and therefore she's dependent upon him, and it gives him more. And when you have that situation, you have more leverage because understand, once that woman has a child, you are biologically her second priority.
There you go.
You have to make sure that the scale is tipped in your favor to outweigh the biology. So I got to ask, why do you want the kid? Because the old school talking about legacy, the rules have changed. See, one thing that I would say is that in any feminized country, as a man, you have to understand something. anytime you have a child, you're going to have to factor in you're going to lose. You're going to lose eventually.
It's inevitable, Kevin. It's inevitable.
So at 51, I'm all right with the loss. But it's like going to Vegas. I write the loss into the trip.
There you go, man.
When I go out to a meal, I write the tip into the meal. It's just how long what is your tolerance for risk, and what do you hope to get out of it? And where the upside. Shout out to ARC. I don't say other content creators' names, but he just recently got married to his young wife, and they have a child.
Yeah, he did it.
But he's we're around the same age, and she's in her 20s. Arguably, we've got 20, 30 more years on this planet. I mean, we're out of here.
And Alan is damn near 60 years old, man.
So the downsides for a man like myself, it's kind of like you stop fearing life in prison the older you get.
There you go. You're the high value expert here. Obviously, there's a big difference in the kind of value you have to have for a one night stand, friends with benefits LTR. What kind of value or fake value do you have to be able to score a one night stand?
Well, for one night stand, I would say you need very high visibility SMV.
Okay.
Sexual marketplace value, I think Mr. Lucario hit very well. It's ultimately classified as sex appeal. But let's say we all walk into the club, and if I walk into the club or Donovan walk in the club, Lucario, Myron, but Solo comes in and we all kind of defer to him, and the bouncers know him, and he's sitting in the VIP, he is going to have the one night stands because his visibility, everybody can say, he's the man, he's the man, he's the man. That is one of the easiest ways, especially in today's modern scene, because women key heavily off of pre-selection. Now, yeah, you can chat them up and have one night stand, if you have high sex appeal, but most of you guys, you're asking questions, you'll probably talk yourself out of a situation that you would have been. It would have been better just to let her think whatever she wants to and keep your mouth closed. Come on, Lucario, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Listen, a lot of guys talk themselves out of some easy
facts. Let's talk about friends with benefit. Again, you need to still have high SMV, because the friends with benefit, she's still going to be having sex with you instead of other people. So you need to be able to give her particular sex or kink or whatever the way she wants, to where she's willing to forego other options, because she's giving it away for nothing except the orgasm. There's no finances, no nothing. This is a basic transaction. So the sex has to be good enough to miss sleep for, come home. I mean, good enough to forego cheap dates or potential better dates with simps or tricks. So it's got to be good. Now, as far as having the long-term relationship, that still has to be above average.
Yeah, of course,
be above average, because a woman, and today with women working and having access to their own money, their own resource, it really gets down to the primary rules. And the primary rules of human beings we have always kept score is fighting and fuck.
That's it. That's right. You and I used to have those conversations, man.
So you got to still be you got to either be very high, or at least above average for whatever you're looking for.